All right, we back, y'all. Hey, it's about to get spooky. Spooky. I am talking. All ready for that? It's about to get spooky. So let's see. They got the 911. What it say? The 911 call that led to young Scooter's death just got released. That's what I was waiting on because I wanted to see who it was that called. This is going to be interesting. I am telling you, it's going to be interesting. Now, rest in peace to everybody involved. We all know what happened now, so let's stop with the narrative. I mean, I say it's crazy out here, man. I seen the people, man. Nobody knew what happened, but they just was like the police took him out. Then they found out he had an injury, which when I saw the whole video of it, I was like, oh, I could see exactly how it happened. Because I had a cousin that tried to jump one of them type of little wire fences, and he thought it would hold him, and it didn't. Those things are like chicken wire, and he fell and it cut. The thing sliced his leg a little. I like that, but so y'all can cut it out with the narrative now. I'm sure all of y'all ain't gonna apologize to the police, but y'all can cut it out with the narrative of, oh, the police did it. The police shut that. Shut up, ignorant, ignorant to hell, man, ignorant. But the funny thing is, you criticize y'all, chastise the police, y'all jump right on it. The police, they unalived them. They unalived them. Oh my God. Nobody knew what happened. Y'all just blurting out ignorance. But y'all, it's crazy to me. Y'all blew up saying they did that and didn't do not one thing, didn't do anything. But y'all, but nobody asked the question. I did. As soon as I heard it, I said, the first thing I said, why'd he run? I never heard anything about a gun. Now, I'm going to say this. I mean, I ain't know, I wasn't there. I never admitted to saying that I was a good boy when I was young. I was out there too. And sometimes when I run, me, this is my experience. When I run, I'm tossing a pistol. I'm tossing a pipe. And that, or something, hiding something, because they both left. It said the video said they both left, and then one of them returned. He would have probably returned had he not hurt himself, but it said they both left and one of them returned. That means somebody went and stashed something and walked back. Somewhere they walked back. So I don't know, but y'all can stop with the narrative now. This is KB Go Live. Shout out to KB Go Live. Go check out the channel, but like and subscribe to Smith Cartel channel. But like I said, ooh, it's about to get spooky. Let's listen to this video, to this call. I want to hear this. I want to hear this. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I got a friend who told me about this website, and now I'm spending $58 a month, full coverage.
All
Like
right,
the
so it
act.
looks like I got a real quick little update for you guys in this young Scooter situation, right? The other day I made a video about him. He died on his 39th birthday while he was trying to flee the police after somebody called the police saying that they heard and seen a woman being drugged back into a residence that he was at. This prompted the police to show up. However, when they got there, young Scooter took off running, ended up having some kind of injury to his leg.
I'm gonna fill y'all in real quick because it's gonna take forever with him. He talks a little bit slower. So here's how it went down, man. They saying that there was two separate calls. One call was for a different area where some man got shot, and then there was another call for where he was at that a lady was being beaten and drugged back in the house, and they heard a shot fired. Now when they showed up, they knocked on the door. The man answered the door. He opened it. Saw it was police. Closed it, which doesn't make any sense to me. How the police just let him close the door. But then they said as soon as he closed the door, they bolted out the back door and took off like bats out of hell. So I don't know why they ran, but they did. And I'm pretty sure the police had to secure the area, so they had to search the house, look to see if make sure nobody hurt in there. And the guy returned back. One of the guys returned back, and little young Scooter, he didn't return. And they said he had a leg injury, and it went all the way to the femoral bone. Do y'all understand that? There's a femoral artery too. I know that, right? Not just a bone. So he might have went through the femoral artery. I'm pretty sure if it was a clean cut and straight to the bone. So he bled out before he was gonna bleed out. The one in the neck, the jugular, it's what is it, 3.5 minutes? I think it's 3.5 cut, and then it's over with. So yeah, it's about like, if I remember correctly, it's like 3.5 minutes. So, you know, and I think that vein down there is way big. Same vein I think it goes up through your groin area. I think that's the one that goes through when you have a heart attack. So that's crazy. Let's start there.
That ultimately costed him his life. But interestingly enough, the police found no evidence of anything that was mentioned during the 911 call. The news
And the person that was in there wasn't there a girl. She wasn't there. No girl was there. So to me, it sounded like they swatted him. Somebody swatted him. The police came and they thought it was just a perfect storm.
reports initially reported that somebody said they heard shots fired. Like I said, they said they seen a woman being dragged back into the house. When everything was said and done and the police were investigating, they found evidence of none of this, which led a bunch of people to question who called the police and why did they call the police, right? Now, I don't have the answer to who or why they called, but what I do have is a copy of the 911 call itself, where we can hear everything that was actually reported. Now, before I play the call, yesterday, this lady, Chestine Washington, made this post right here where she tried to offer an explanation for what went down. And she said,
A female caller falsely claimed to be a hostage, prompted police to search the residence. The incident was unrelated to narcotics. Unaware of the police's reason for visiting, he fled, and authorities later acknowledged that no woman was present. I seen so. I'm gonna read it like I saw so many postings stating that he ran because he did something wrong. He actually didn't know what was really going on at the time. Why he run?
that a female caller falsely claimed to be a hostage, prompting the police to search the residence. The incident wasn't related to narcotics. Unaware of the police's reason for visiting, young Scooter fled, and authorities later acknowledged that no woman was present, right? We went over that in my video yesterday. She said, I seen so many posts stating that he ran because he did something wrong and he actually didn't know what was really going on at the time, right? And and this phone call kind of seems to back up what this woman right here was saying. Now, I don't know again who the woman is, what her reason for actually calling was, but with all of that said, I'm gonna go ahead and play the call.
Atlanta 911, operator 8715. What is the location of your emergency?
The location is
with the transfer. 1 second, ma'am, for 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast.
273 William Nye.
Yeah.
no, it's 273 William. Oh, you said Nye, NYE, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you to CAB. Hello, caller.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Do you need police, fire, EMS?
Actually, both. If you could say both. There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house.
Can I point out the obvious that it's a black woman talking? Sounds like a ratchet black woman talking. So let's start there. We need to find all the ratchet black women around him, and we need to get them together because that's a black. I can tell. I can tell somebody who's lying, and I can tell somebody who's trying to start something. She keeps saying, see, when women lie, they see literally. They say it a lot. That's a tell for them. You know, because they think that word means something that it don't. But yeah, that's a black woman. I can tell right off the bat. There's like 7, 8. You can tell just how she's saying it. Just how she's saying it. There's no fear in her voice. You know what I'm saying? There's no fear. Just confidence and just confidence straight through. That's how you can tell it was yes.
House. And
What's your
then
name?
I'm sorry, what is my name?
Okay. Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch, and basically like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding the guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's like the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And then they started.
So this is another way you can tell when ratchet women are lying. You hear how she's thinking of stories, she's thinking of stuff. She's talking, but she's making up stuff as she goes. Literally, she's literally in her word. She's like, I don't, and then she's trying to plant seeds around it. That's what they do. They plant seeds. Okay, they be like, yeah, they were out there. She was naked, so she knows that's going to draw an emotion out of the person. She was naked, and they were out there fighting. I don't know what they were fighting about. Probably about drugs. If you didn't know what they were fighting about, then why would you assume it was drugs? Most people see that happening. They ain't even thinking about what they're fighting about. They're just trying to say, what the hell's going on? Oh my God. At a site like that. But you're like sitting here saying, yeah, there'd be guys holding guns up, all kinds of this, that, and the third. But if all of this has been happening, why haven't you called the police more than once? This is the first time. If this has been happening all this time, your neighborhood watch. Check out who the neighborhood watch is, by the way, you guys. But your neighborhood watch. And by the way, y'all heard them bleep out her name, so the police know who she is. Now somebody needs to come with a charge. Because all of this caused that. That should be a murder. What is it? Assisted murder, whatever. You help assist for unaliving him. Yeah, no. They need to make an example out of this person. They need to make an example out of this person. You can go to prison and be the neighborhood watch. Because the fact that you had no hardcore evidence, but you just sent people over there to do that, that is just insane.
Shooting. She had someone come over there and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing the area.
How many shots were fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
Y'all hear what she said? It's happening now. Nobody heard anything. You didn't hear not one shot. The whole time we've been on the phone with this 911 caller and this person, you haven't heard one shot, but it's happening now. This is what these people do. Ignorant mud. We don't call them ignorant. This is what these ignorant people do. These ignorant ratchet people. They sit around and they try to start stuff because they have nothing going on in their life. There's nothing going on. You know why people want to be the neighborhood watch? They don't want to protect the neighborhood. They never do. The neighborhood watch, they want to be in your business. The main person, the one that wants to be the leader, they want to know everything that you got going on in your life. And then they want to try to control what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why there aren't neighborhood watches in good communities. You don't need them. You don't need them. The most you worry about is the fear of thy neighbor incident. You don't have ignorant people running in and out of the streets and stuff. And the sad part is, she sounds like she's one of the ignorant ones. She sounds like one of the ones who he was with, or he was messing with, one of the girls he was messing with, and he booted her out. That's who she sound like. Cause she sound ratchet, so that's already added. But she sound like she sound like a dude, but she sound like one of the girls. He said, "Oh no, get your ugly ass out of here." And she's like, "I'm gonna call the laws." And I hope they charge her with life in prison. Because you know how it is when the girls do stuff. When girls do stuff like this, they get a year probation. Ooh, they're good. Here you go. It's so harsh. I watched a lady unalived her husband and her kids. Or no, unalived her husband and almost did her kids. And they gave her like 20 years, but she only had to do 10. And got out in 3. It was on some video on YouTube. That's crazy. Give her life. Everybody want to be equal until it comes to the punishment part of it. When it come to the punishment, everybody like, no, 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 no. Give me what you was gonna give me. Nah, give her what you would have gave a man. Give her life. Give her the needle. Y'all would have gave a man that in a heartbeat for whispering to the 911 call. You get life for whisper.
So I believe the girl is hurt.
And
and
you're
that's why
coming
I
from
say
273 William Nye Drive?
that's not, yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Okay. Do you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like she's trying to. They brought her. The guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked, and then he was fighting her outside.
And this person's gonna get life. I don't think she understands because you know they ignorant, they slow. Their brains are all messed up. These ignorant ratchet girls, they don't know nothing. Their brains are messed up. You'd have better luck looking at a bowl of scrambled eggs and finding a pattern than you would in their brain. So I can guarantee you, when they catch this person, y'all heard it first on the Smith Cartel. When they catch this person, she's gonna say, when they arrest her, and hope to God they give her life, she's gonna say it's racist. And I got black in me. I know how my community, my black community is. I know. She's gonna say, "Oh, this is racist. It's injustice," and she's gonna try to argue that she didn't cause this. She wasn't involved. Y'all need to make an example out of her and give her life in prison so these people don't keep doing this. Because I seen that what these people are gonna doing. Whoever's doing this SWAT and stuff like this needs to go to jail forever. Because you know what you can't do in jail? You can't call the police. You can't call the police on somebody else. I tell you that right now. You're gonna have to deal with it, buddy.
And then there was another commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. And he's with.
You hear what I'm saying? Literally fighting. Literally. That's when women lie. Ratchet women, they lie. They just start saying literally. Because what they're doing is trying to convince themselves so they sound confident to you. But they don't realize that they're goofies. And we look at them as goofies. We're like, y'all don't understand that saying comes from y'all? The saying where it says, well, I like it when people lie to me. I just sit back and watch because I already know the truth. That saying comes from ratchet women. Because y'all are so dumb, you will sit there and you will continue to talk, even though you said some far-fetched thing because you're so delusional, you're like, oh, well, then the unicorn came out of nowhere and it kicked me in the head. And, oh, he listening. Yeah, and then I was like, ooh, girl, you don't know me, girl. I'll fight you, girl. Yeah, and I whooped like 20 people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the look the guy got on his face. Yeah.
He's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house.
You hear how she's waiting on to hear? What she's waiting on is she wants to hear what the emotion the operator has. Is she buying it? Is she not? She's feeling for it.
Okay.
More options means even more affordable ideas for your bathroom from Floor & Decor.
What does your video sound like? Go to Artlist.io and get the best music and sound effects for your videos. This.
Give me one moment.
There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
She had to think of something else. Y'all saw that? So please, I'm telling y'all now, y'all are listening to the same thing I'm listening to. I know all the women out there are gonna be like, no, she didn't get anything. Give her a warning. I know that. But logical people, hey, guess what? Y'all heard everything she did. She waited. She knew the story was good, but she had to add more topping to it, more topping to it. I hope that this woman gets every single thing that she deserves. I hope they prosecute her to the end of the final end of the law. I hope she becomes a recluse to society, and I hope she never can come back into society again. These are the people we need to exile from society because they shouldn't be with us. These people right here, they should not even be with us.
Okay, you said the female is naked?
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely from her head.
Okay.
And see, that's where the operator should have been smart. It's another female though. She should have been like, she's bleeding profusely from her head. We all been on the phone for like 5 minutes. She'd be dead by now or unalive by now if she's bleeding profusely. Why is this the only person that called? Why is it only one call to this if it's that bad of a chaos and there's so many people? Why is all these things, but nobody else calling?
Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like has like a caramel complexion, low haircut.
Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives.
What color shirt and pants do he have on?
Blue, regular blue jeans and like a regular like t-shirt. I'm not sure. I didn't really get Okay, I'm not sure if it was blue or black.
Okay, dark t-shirt. And what about the female?
She's light skinned and she has black hair. She's probably about 5'3", 130 pounds.
What? Okay. And you said she's naked. Okay, give me one moment. Let me get EMS on the line.
Okay.
EMS, what's the address of the emergency?
Hey, Grady, it's Atlanta with a transfer to callers at 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast. Let me give you a little bit about what's going on at this location. There's a man.
All these resources, this ratchet woman sat there and just used. Now think about this. This is why I think she should get life in prison, because if somebody else passed away at the same time, that's 2 people she got alive. They could have had that ambulance. They could have had that EMS. They could have had that fire truck, that fire and rescue. But she thought it was the best thing to do is to take it away from somebody so they would pass. And your neighborhood watch, I hope y'all's neighborhood is very secure.
Male at the location that's fighting a female. She is naked. A shooting. Shots were fired. About 3 shots were fired.
Repeat the address for me.
273 William Nye NYE Drive, Southeast.
Oh, okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
I had to call her and let her know what happened.
Hello.
Well, before I get into that, is this a business house or an apartment?
This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. There is like 7 guys in the house, and they all have guns. You guys need to hurry and get here before she doesn't make it.
Ma'am.
They didn't find anything, any of that. Y'all trust these people, these ratchet. Y'all guys go to the club and see these girls and know they fake. Ratchet as hell. Bottom feeders from the bottom of the earth. And y'all go to there and pick them up and take them home and think y'all going to hit seats with them real quick. And they pop up like a pimple on prom night pregnant. You got to take care of my baby. Because the other 10 Tyrones and Chads didn't want her and said they ain't the daddy. Boy, y'all better tighten it up, man. Just listen to her voice. You don't even have to see her. You close your eyes and you can see the stereotypical person right there in your face.
And we already have help organized for her. What's the phone number you're calling from? Exactly what happened?
There's a situation going on in this house. There's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2", light-skinned female, black hair. She ran outside naked, bleeding from her face.
She's 5'2" now. She was 5'4", 5'5" earlier, right?
She tried to get away. She was dragged back into the house, and they're holding her hostage. And then there was a baby involved. So this situation is really serious, and he's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt.
He's punching her. He's been punching her the whole time. She ain't unalive yet. She ain't unalive yet.
What's your operator number?
8715.
And do you already have PD en route?
PD has been notified and it's being started.
Okay, stand by for
What's
fire.
your operator?
I'm
You
calling
want fire?
stand by. I'm not sure if the protocol's been requested.
Okay.
Are you, ma'am, are you with the patient now?
No, I'm a neighborhood watch. I'm just literally a neighborhood watch. I'm not in the house.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, no problem. About how old do you think she is?
She has to be about maybe, she looks a little underage, but I don't want to say that. You know, looks could be deceiving, so she's roughly, I'll say.
She had to do that too. She was like, "Nah, I'm gonna make sure that they get over here and do some stuff to this man." She's like, she's underage. See, if she said she looks like she might be underage, but I'm not gonna say that. You just said it, you dumb. You just said it, ratchet. It's
Between, let's just say between 18 and 21. Somewhere between those that.
She look underage, but between 18 and 21. Y'all got ooh. I hope they get this food.
Awake?
What do you mean is she awake? He's beating her bloody.
Conscious?
He's beating her bloody. He's dragged her back in the house.
Is she breathing?
Ma'am, he dragged her back in the house.
Okay, I understand that. I'm gonna ask you some more questions. I understand.
That's why she's lying. She got caught. All her lies just came exposed just now. Because she was like, "Oh, he's beating her. He's literally beating her right now. He's beating her right now." But he drug her in the house. Remember? And now you can't answer any questions. You had all the answers until she started asking you questions. Your script was right. You had it written down. You had it read off right. You were reading everything off right, but you didn't account for questions.
You're not able to see what exactly is going on now, but just answer the questions to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Were any weapons involved?
Everyone in the house has weapons.
Okay.
The 7 guys that live there, they're roommates or something like that. I don't know if all.
She just realized she's caught. She did. She just realized it. She was like, "Yeah, okay." She thought she was gonna get off that phone and be done with it. No, that lady said, "I need to ask you some more questions." Because now they know who you are.
7 live there, but it's typically about the same amount that's there every day.
Okay. Is there any serious bleeding?
She's bleeding from her face, like the whole front of her face. She's bleeding.
Now it's the front of her face. First it was the top of her head. Now it's to the side of her head. Now it's the front of her face. Which part of it is going to be the truth? See, this is what these ratchets do. They go into stories and then they forget because they do say stupid. They forget what they said. Just typical. Your story don't make no sense. You sound like an Alzheimer's patient trying to tell a story about what happened yesterday.
Here profusely, and then there's a child involved.
Okay, is she responding normally?
And you hear how she keeps saying the child involved, the child involved, the child involved, because she feels like she didn't validate it enough for them to hear it. So she keeps saying it because that's going to try to get. She thinks that's going to get them to move faster. Come on, ratchet.
Are you serious, ma'am?
Yes, I'm serious. I need to know for the paramedics if she's completely alert.
How can I assess if she is alert if I just told?
And y'all did hear that. I think that was the ambulance passing by this lady's house. Whoever this was.
They dragged her back in the house.
So like I advised earlier, just answer to the best of your ability.
She was breathing when she was outside trying to get away.
She checking this. That operator's checking her. This is how the operator, you can tell the operator's a little bit of intelligence. She got a little bit, not a lot. The operator has a little bit of intelligence, and this woman knows it. So now she's getting stuttering. So when you can let a person talk all day, they'll tell you a million stories they can think of. The moment you ask a question, that's when they start stumbling over what they're lying about.
Hello, caller. If you don't know, you can just say unknown. That'll suffice.
Okay.
Is she having any difficulty breathing?
I don't know.
Thank you for that. Atlanta is not requesting for fire to go out there.
Okay, we do have PD started to this location. 2 officers are en route.
I'm clear on 2 officers en route. Thank you.
All right, Atlanta is disconnecting. All right, thank you, caller.
Okay, ma'am, I'm sending the paramedics to help.
Yeah, man. So there we go. That's the whole phone call. That's what we got. Y'all got to let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below.
That was just crazy, man. That was crazy. That was a bunch of ratchet stuff. That woman was ratchet. She knew what she did. She knew what she did. She was trying to get them caught up, man. I hope they give her life in prison. She need life in prison for this. That's insane. And I hope they take her to jail and put her underneath jail. Put her on TV. I guarantee you she bald. She ain't got no hair. Probably a little funky ass ponytail up top. And pimple face, ugly, and I bet you she musty. Y'all gotta put this woman underneath jail for life. I ain't talking about no. We don't want to see no. Smith Cartel don't want to see no type of probation or anything like that. We want life in prison or the other one, the needle. You pick it and you give it to her because she deserves it. The life for a life. That's what it is. Because she the one that caused this. It's ridiculous, crazy. You called and did all that just to say nothing, nothing. And I'm gonna tell you something. When they find out what you did when you get where you going, oh boy, they gonna make you be bleeding profusely. Watch what I tell you. Ain't no neighborhood watch in prison. Better not go to Gatesville. All right, Smith Cartel. Y'all stay safe, man. And remember, you know what I'm saying? These goofies out here, like I said, man, there's a lot of good that neighborhood watch did come with, but there ain't no more. These are just crooks. That's why you got cameras to put on your house. Fool. Nobody need no damn neighborhood watch. Everybody got cameras everywhere. What you gonna do? Watch and call and lie? You just want to know what everybody's business is so you can talk about it. Yeah, stupid. Y'all, shout out to the operator for being smart and questioning her on her toes and everything. And I hope everybody rest in peace to Young Scoot. You know, I hope y'all find this woman. I hope y'all find her expeditiously. Literally, I hope she goes to prison for life. Literally, because there was a child involved. Remember? Stupid ignorant. Ooh. People learn from this already. They stopped doing that SWAT and stuff because they learn from it. Now you make an example. Texas, make an example. Or Atlanta, I think she here. Ooh, she got me hot right now. She ain't in Texas because they'd have hung her. They'd have took her she'd have been already underneath there. See, Texas ain't playing. They'd have sent an officer to her house and there. Yeah. Telling you. Or Atlanta, y'all get them. I mean, y'all gotta make an example out of this. She would have, she got y'all with a target on your back. These people saying y'all killed this man or unalived this man. And she the one that unalived him. Y'all need to put her out there, put a picture out there, put a face out there, let everybody know who it is that really unalives little young Scooter. Because they blaming y'all. Y'all ain't had nothing to do with it. All y'all did was just ring a doorbell. Knock on the door. Yeah. Go get her. Go get her, Atlanta PD. Go get her. Please go get her. What's that Atlanta DA? She better do her like she do them rappers. She better do her like she do them rappers. Watch her say, oh no, she's a sister. Do her like she do them rappers. All right, Smith Cartel, y'all stay safe. And remember, we all know y'all like mayonnaise.